So dear students, so today our topic is clinical significance of blood elements. Already you learned regarding the clinical significance of RBC. So what happens when RBC number is increases, or what are the conditions where the RBC count is increases or RBC count is decreases, and as well as your study regarding the WC count. So where the WC count will be increases, where the WC count will be decreases. Okay, as well as regarding the platelets. Okay, so these all are the blood components or blood elements, along with many others are there. So they are present in the blood. So their value, normal range, if you having the knowledge of the normal range of the blood elements along with the certain enzymes electrolytes, so that was helpful for to diagnosis of the various conditions. So today we learn regarding the some few important regarding the clinical significance of blood elements. So among first one is the regarding the blood coagulation disorders. Okay, so coagulation process, it was run by regulated by the platelets, then as well as phospholipids, certain coagulation factor, then molecular calcium. Okay, so these are the various components, so those are involved in the blood coagulations. Okay, if any variations in the blood coagulation factor, so then also the blood coagulation process will be retarded or hastens. Okay, or increases, or if any problem in the platelet activations or number of platelets, then also the blood clotting process may be increases or maybe decreases. These are even in the calcium. Okay, so first conditions regarding the blood coagulation disorder is thrombocytopenia. So it is end with the NIA, it indicates some deficiency. Okay, this is a penia. Okay, thrombocyte means that the deficiency of the platelets in our body. So already you know, so normal count of the platelets in our blood is a 2 to 3 lakhs or 2 to 4 lakhs. If it is less than, then okay, it is, if it is less than 1 lakh, so that condition was known as the thrombocytopenia. In last 2 or 3 years, so thrombocytopenia, or with the help of the platelet count, we can diagnose the dengue fever also. Because in dengue also the platelet count is increases. So with the help of the platelet count, we can signify or we can diagnose the whether this fever is related to the another fevers or related to the dengue fever. So that condition was known as the thrombocytopenia. So where the platelet count is decreases. So this platelet count is decreases due to acute infections. So any kind of infections, if the person was suffering from in the infection means, so where the platelet count is increases. Yes, it means, so with the help of the that is a thrombocyte count or platelet count, we can know the what is the infections. And also in the case of acute leukemia, that is a blood cancer, so where also the platelets count is decreases. Then aplastic pernicious anemia, so these are type of anemia, so due to occurs due to deficiency of the RBC or certain factors, so those are involved in the maturations of RBC and synthesis of hemoglobin and as well as the RBC. So where the person was suffering irregular shape of the RBC, or the RBC are failed to occupy the whole the oxygen. So that condition was known as the aplastic anemia or pernicious anemia. So in this condition also the platelet count is decreases, as well as chicken pox, smallpox, splenomegaly, then scarlet fever, in typhoid fever, even in the case of tuberculosis, then purpura, then Gaucher disease. So these are various conditions where the platelet count is decreases. So that condition was known as the thrombocytopenia. Okay, so regarding the symptoms, so there is the appearance of the red spot on our body, maybe backside, maybe in the hand, or maybe on the leg. If any, that is the red spot will be appear. Okay, frequently. Okay, well distributed. So that condition was known as thrombocytopenia. It indicates in your body the platelet count was decreases. That may be due to these conditions, maybe fever, maybe leukemia, maybe infections, maybe anemia. Okay, so further that you can go through the individual screening of the patients regarding that candidate having the infections or not, leukemia or not, splenomegaly is not, or whether having the typhoid fever or scarlet fever or tuberculosis or purpura or Gaucher disease. So first, sign and symptoms of the thrombocytopenia: appearance of the red spot on the our body on the skin. Okay, shall anyone can answer? So why the red spot is appears due to deficiency of the platelets? Okay, कोई एक जन बोल सकते क्या? So this is the reason, sir. Say as the family answer, huh? Because you are the only candidate with the help of the only symptoms you can diagnose the disease. For good example, I will give to you, that is abnormal appearance of the moles on the skin. Simple. Okay, moles are there. They are in the dark black color, but some moles are there. They are not a dark fully black. Okay, so they are other colors. They are creamy colors. Okay, abnormally they appears on our body. Okay, you can easily, when you're going through the screening test or skin test, so where you can got abnormal appearance of the, that is the moles on skin, that is the indication of the cancer. Okay, the early it is known as the aura. So that condition, so that was known as the aura. Aura is the one signals. Okay, for example, so before any earthquake, our environment is also giving some aura. That is a change of environment. Suddenly the rain is occurs, suddenly the temperature increases, suddenly the winter is occurs. Okay, so this is the aura. There is a grammatical or dramatical changes in occurs in the environment. Okay, suddenly all seasons will be happens. That indicates something is wrong will be the happens. So that is the, our environment giving the aura. So like that, our body is also giving the aura. So with the help of that aura only, you can give the therapy or prevent the occurrence of that disease in your patients. Okay, before onset of disease, if you are going through the skin test, a skin observation, not the test. Okay, where you can got the abnormal appearance of the mole, then you can go for the CBC test. Okay, to advise to the patient, you can go for CBC test. If the CBC count is increases, means that is the blood cells count increases, means that indicates that candidate was suffering from the cancer. So with the help of, so like that, so in the thrombocytopenia, the aura is a appearance of the red spot on the skin. So my question for you is, so what is the reason the red spot is appears on our skin due to the deficiency of the platelets? If you are neglecting this one, so after that what happens? So in the nose, automatically the bleeding is occurs. In from the ear, the bleeding occurs. From the faces or in the morning, in the during diarrhea, then also the bleeding is occurs. Everywhere the blood will become outside the body due to thrombocytopenia or decrease. So that was early detected. So with the help of the, so these spots, appearance of the spots on the skin, if there appear means somewhere you give to aura to you, so that candidate was suffering from the thrombocytopenia or deficiency of the platelets. So why this occurs? Okay, you think, because you think like that only, whatever your answer we generated, that was one answer, that was helpful for the therapy, because no one book can tell to you, so these are the conditions, you give that medications. Only they give the clues, so on that clues you generate in your brain, according to that only you can use the proper drug, because all people they are doing MBBS, but few doctors they are famous because of their practice. So like that only the PharmD also, it is also applicable to the PharmD candidate. Many PharmD candidates are there, but all are not success. So those having the IQ good, so their interpretation was the good as per the clinical science or as per the blood profiles or lipid for any other tests. According to that, if they are concluded the correct answer, mean then only they can choose the correct drug. Then only your therapy was pass or success. Then only that patient having the faith on you. Unnecessarily, if you are giving the medication as per your book knowledge, means that was not helpful in certain conditions or in maximum conditions. Okay, so like that only, so this aura, it can give a clue regarding the platelet decrease. If it is not treated, then bleeding from the eye, bleeding from the nose, bleeding from the oral cavity, or bleeding from the rectums, even the bleeding from the ear is occurs. Okay, because as you know, So our capillary is having the mess. Okay, our capillary is made up of mass. Through the capillaries the blood can from the blood the oxygen materials can enter in the cell. Okay, here the capillaries are there around the cell, and in the blood we having the oxygen nutrition. Okay, so due to certain osmolality of the blood or viscosity of the blood compound cannot enter into the interstitial fluid. Only water, certain components will enter. There no blood cells can enter. Okay, only if it is enter means then immediately the platelets are activated. Then they can prevent the hemorrhage, or they can repair the damage of the capillaries due to that is blood coagulations presence of the platelets, because we having the pressure. When the blood is moving the pressure increases, so that it can damage the blood vessels, especially capillaries. Then infiltration is occurs, that is the infiltration of blood from blood vessel to the towards the organ or interstitial space. But our body having the platelet. Okay, so those platelet they recognize and they initiate the one semi-solid like substance at the site of the damage or injury. Then they prevent further loss of blood or entry of blood from blood vessel to the interstitial fluid. But this condition the platelet count is decreases, so that's why so there is no control of infiltrations of the blood. Okay, so always capillary or microvasculatures, so they are present near the metabolic cell. Due to lack of platelets, the blood become thin, and due to any pressure on the body or flow of the blood, so that can damage the capillaries. Then blood can be infiltrated. So due to that, the blood spots is appears in the organ or on the skin. That indicates the platelet count is decreases. If you are not corrected platelet count, then it is infiltrating the brain. If it is infiltration in the brain, it means the stroke is occurs. Or if it is infiltration in the eye, means the eye can be damages or vision will be lost. So like that, through the oral cavity, everywhere the blood can be losses due to thrombocythemia decrease in the blood. So that's why. So with the help of the signs in your body, that is the aura. If any red spots appears more in your body or the patient's body means, so that indicates you can go for the platelet count. If it is normal means, so that condition may be allergy. Okay, due to allergy that then also red spot is appears. If it is blood is there, that definitely that was related to the platelet count or decrease in the platelet. So with the help of like that, in the this sign and symptoms or aura, we can diagnose the or to know the scenario of the platelet count in our body. So next one is the thrombocytosis, that it is opposite to the thrombocytopenia. Okay, so it indicates there is an increase in the platelet count. Okay, thrombocytosis means abnormal in more than 4.5 lakhs or more than 7 lakhs, because the normal count of the platelets is 2 to 4 lakhs. If it is more than 7 lakhs means, so that condition was known as the thrombocytosis. It indicates the platelet count is increases more than the normal. Okay, so the thrombocytosis occurs in the following conditions like allergy. Okay, any allergy due to dust, food, or any microorganism. So where also the platelet count is increases. Then aphaxia, that is a deficiency or deprivations of the oxygen in the body due to deficiency of oxygen in the environment. So now we are wearing the that is a mask that was responsible to cause of the asphyxia, that is our hypoxia, that is deficiency of oxygen in our body. So where the platelet count will be increases due to deficiency of the asphyxia, along with the RBC count is also increases where we are having the deficiency of the oxygen. That condition was known as the asphyxia. Then hemorrhage, that is a during any hemorrhage, then also the due to defense mechanism regulated by the platelet, automatically the platelet count is increases. Okay, if you have any internal hemorrhage in the organ, then also your platelet count is increased, or any external hemorrhage. Then also bone fractures, so due to bone fractures then also the thrombocytosis occurs. Surgical operations, Splenectomy, that is removal of the spleen, or rheumatic fever, or trauma, that is a wound or any injury or damage caused by external force where the thrombocytosis occurs or the platelet count is increases. Regarding the aura, so there is a discoloration of the tongue. So tongue becomes the blackish. Daily, you can observe your tongue. So what is the nature of the tongue from today onwards? Okay, if it is correct, it is red in color, that indicates your tongue will be highly perfused organ, and it can got the good oxygen supply, because like brain, the tongue is also highly perfused organ, continuously it can require the oxygen or blood circulations like the brain. Our our tongue become the red. If it is black spots is there on the tongue means, so that indicates the platelet count is increases, or any other heavy metal poisoning, so where the tongue color is increases. If it is completely with whitish means, that indicates we are having the deficiency of the oxygen, we are not respirate properly. Okay, everyone can respirate or take the oxygen properly, take the oxygen, but there is not the properly. Okay, so this should be having the deep inspiration as well as the deep expiration, so then only we can got the sufficient oxygen and sufficient removal of the carbon dioxide from the body. If any abnormalities, then also the tongue color was changes. So here in the thrombocytosis, increase the platelet count was responsible to change the color of the tongue. So that is the indications or aura of the thrombocytosis. So with the help of the tongue, you can know the scenario of the platelets in our body. Then as well as there is a feet color is also changes. They become the blackish. They having a wrinkle always. Along with the skin, there is a color become the discolorations. Okay. There is the unnecessarily the wound can occurs on the skin. Unnecessarily you are itching your hand means where the wound is occurrence like that, because of increase the platelet where the blood coagulation is occurs due to small, as well as so there is a discolorations of in the near that is the nails. So that is the indications of the thrombocytes. So these are the various aura. So with the help of this, that observing the feet or hand, the unnecessary appearance of the wound here, and as well as discolorations of the teeth and not tongue, and as well as the nails, that is the indications of the increase in the platelet counts. You can avoid the further platelet thrombocytosis by managing the properly. So next one is the thrombocythemia. It is also condition in which abnormal increase in the platelet count. Okay, it is also one type of the blood coagulation disorder, so where the platelet count will be the increases, that is more than 7 lakhs. That condition was known as the thrombocythemia. If it is more than 4.5 lakhs, so that condition was known as the thrombocytosis. If same platelet, if it is more than 7 lakh per deciliter, so that condition was known as the thrombocythemia. The thrombocythemia, it occurs during the carcinoma, that is a cancer, or chronic leukemia, that is a chronic blood cancer, as well as the another type of cancer like a Hodgkin's disease. So where the platelet count is the more than the 7 lakh. So that condition was known as the thrombocythemia. And regarding the symptoms and sign, there is a redness of the face. You already seen these people from the foreigners. In India, it is not possible. Okay, in the foreign people they having like that. That indicates so they will be having the carcinoma or chronic leukemia or Hodgkin disease, or maybe they are suffering from the thrombocytopenia. So it is also one type of the blood coagulation disorder. So next one is the Glasman's thrombocythemia. That is, it is the inherited hemorrhagic disorder. That is genetic disorder where the structure and functional activity of the platelet should be the abnormal. Okay, so there is a count is be normal, but platelet functions and structure should be the abnormal. If you're going through the count should be got within the 4 lakhs, but still the person was suffering from the certain discolorations of the skin or feet or face. So that condition was known as the Glasman's thrombobasthenia. where the functions and structures of platelets will be the alter. Okay, as well as it is characterized by the clotting time is normal, but the bleeding, okay, also prolong the bleeding time, but defective in the clot retardations. So there is no clot will be forms, but still there is the clot time is normal, or there is a prolonged bleeding time, that is a BT. So that condition was known as the Glasman disease. It is occurs due to abnormality in the structure and functions of the platelets. So next one is the blood coagulations regarding, that is the hemophilia. So hemophilia is the one genetic disorders, and it is also known as the sex linked inherited blood coagulation disorders, because it is mainly affect to the male. Okay, the hemophilia cannot be seen in the female. The female do not suffering from the blood coagulation disorder, that was the conditions of hemophilia. Okay, females they are free from the hemophilia, but the male, so they are suffering from the hemophilia. So that's why it is known as the sex linked inherited blood disorders. Okay, but here the clotting time will be the prolonged, so due to that the lot of hemorrhage will be occurs, and the mostly the male will be the suffering more. Okay, the female they acts as the carriers from mother. It can, and this disease was entered to the offspring or children, but that mother do not suffering from the hemophilia. So that's why the hemophilia is only occurs in the male. So were the female, so they acts as the carrier for this genetic blood disorders. And here the hemophilia, they are mainly categorized into three types, that is hemophilia A and hemophilia B and hemophilia C. And hemophilia A worldwide, the 85% of the world population, so they are suffering from the hemophilia A. And hemophilia A is occurred due to the deficiency of the factor 8. So factor 8 in the blood coagulation process, it was required for the conversions of factor 9 into factor 10, that is toward factor in intrinsic pathway. So without factor 8, the factor 10 cannot be activated from the factor 9. If the factor 10 not activated means the prothrombin activated do not activated. If the prothrombin activated do not activate means thrombin cannot be forms. If the thrombin cannot forms means the fibrin cannot be activated, the clot cannot be formed. So due to that, the deficiency of the factor 8, the blood cannot be coagulated, the hemorrhage will be the continuous, uncontrolled hemorrhage will be the present inside the body. That is because this factor is essential for to regulate the intrinsic pathway. Lack of this factor, the internal hemorrhage is occurs. So there is a chance of the stroke or many other blockages like that, or failure of the organs. So that condition or multi organs will fail. So that condition was known as the hemophilia. So hemophilia is the one type of the hemophilia occurs in the male. Around worldwide, the 85% population they are suffering from the hemophilia A, that was occurred due to deficiency of the factor 8. Then second condition, that is known as the hemophilia B. Only the 15% of the world population they are suffering from the clotting disorders or blood clot disorder, that was known as the hemophilia B, that is occurred due to deficiency of the factor 9. Then third type is that is the hemophilia C. It is a rare disease. It cannot be commonly seen, and it is occurred due to the deficiency of the factor 11. So due to deficiency of factor 11, the blood cannot be clot. So that process, that condition was known as the hemophilia C. So next one is the purpura. It is one of the blood coagulation disorders where there is a BT is prolonged. There is the bleeding time is increases, but the clotting time is normal. Easily you can see in the clot of the blood but cannot stop the bleeding. So that condition was known as the purpura. Next one is the von Willebrand disease. Okay, so it is also occur due to deficiency of the von Willebrand's, okay, factors. So they are present in the blood like phospholipids. So these are some phospholipids, they are known as the von Willebrand factors. Due to deficiency of those factor, the person was suffering from uncontrolled bleeding even in the small injury or mild injury. So that condition was known as the von Willebrand disease. Okay, so next one is the thrombosis. That is the unnecessary coagulation occurs inside the blood vessels. Okay, due to more formations of platelets or more activations phase, some clot without any injuries that was formed inside the blood vessel. So that condition was known as the thrombosis. So these are the various blood coagulation disorders. So next one, we can go for the variations in the plasma protein levels. So already you know, our our blood will be having the more than 100 type of the proteins, so they are required daily life. Okay, okay, so the variations in the platelet, that is the plasma protein, then also, so they will signify the diagnosis of various disorders. And proteins, they are mainly required for the development body, repair of the body. They are acts as a transport, so they act as the carrier for the protein. Some protein required for the synthesis of hormones, some protein is required for synthesis of the enzymes. So there are various activities are regulated by the presence of proteins. If they are excess, then so they can indicate the certain kind of the disorder. So that's what today we learn regarding the variations in the plasma protein levels. The first protein that was we can commonly count by the doctors for the diagnosis of various diseases, that is the total proteins. So actually the protein in our blood is 6.7 to 8.6 gram per deciliter. Okay, if it is certain conditions are there, so where the protein count is increases, so that condition is known as the hypoproteinemia. In the case of dehydration, the blood volume is decreases, then the protein count is increases. In acute infections like acute hepatitis, acute nephritis, that is the problem in the liver and problem in the kidney, then also the protein level in the blood is increases. Then respiratory distress syndrome due to failure, due to stress, the failure of the respiration, then also the protein number is increases. Then excess of glucocorticoids, use of the glucocorticosteroid drug or synthesis of glucocorticoids from the adrenal during the stress, then also the total protein is increases. Then even in case of the leukemia and rheumatoid arthritis, so where the total protein is more than the 8.6, you should be remember these are the conditions, so where the total protein count is increases. And the total protein count decreases in the case of diarrhea, hemorrhage, burns, pregnancy, malnutrition, then as well as the prolonged starvations, the cirrhosis of liver, then as well as chronic infections like hepatitis and chronic nephritis. So where the total protein count is decreases. In the case of acute hepatitis, acute nephritis, the platelet, that is the protein count is increases. But in the case of chronic, where the protein count is decreases. So like that, the total protein calculations or normal range is helpful for distinguish between the acute and chronic conditions of the hepatitis as well as the nephritis. Next one is the most important protein. So that was found in the plasma, that was known as the albumin. So the normal range of the albumin is 3.5 to 5.5 gram per deciliter. The albumin level was increases in the conditions like dehydrations, excess of glucocorticoids, and as well as the congestive heart failure, where the albumin level was increases. And albumin level decreases in the case of malnutrition, cirrhosis of liver, burns, hypothyroidism, nephrosis, and excess of water intake. So where the albumin level was increased. So when you're going through the diagnosis, and after that, when you concluded the report, so where you can consider the these points when you can concluding the albumin levels. Okay, so next one is the regarding the globulin. So the normal range of globulin in our blood is 2 to 3.5 gram per deciliter. In the conditions like cirrhosis liver, then chronic infection, nephrosis, rheumatoid arthritis, severe, the globulin level is increases. And in the case of emphysema, that is respiratory disorder, acute hemolytic anemia, glomerulonephritis, that is the inflammation in the glomerular apparatus, then hypogammaglobulinemia, in this condition the globulin level is decreases. Okay, so next one is the fibrinogen that is required for the blood coagulation. Its range is less than 340 mg per deciliter. Okay, in conditions like acute infections, rheumatoid arthritis, glomerular nephritis, myocardial infarction, stroke, trauma, so where the fibrinogen level is increases. In the case of liver dysfunctions, use of anabolic steroids, then use of phenobarbital, where the fibrinogen level is decreases. Then regarding the AGO ratio, there is albumin globulin that should be 1.5 to 2.5. If it is increases means it indicates hypothyroidism, excess of glucocorticoids, that is hypogammaglobulinemia, then intake of high carbohydrates or protein diet. If it decreases less than 1.5 means it indicates liver dysfunctions and nephroses. So these are the various conditions. So where there is alterations in the plasma protein level. So that was helpful for the diagnosis and significations of the various kind of the disorders. So regarding next one is the variations in the size of red blood cells, that also give the significance and helpful for the diagnosis of the various conditions. So these are microcytes. It means the RBC size will be the smaller. Then macrocytes, if the RBC represent the macrocytes, so their size will be the increases. Then anocytes, the cells with the different size. Actually, the RBC cell size is 7.2 micron. If it is less than 7 to micron, so that condition was known as the microcytes. If it is greater than 7.2, so that condition was known as the macrocytes. If different type of size of cells are present in the blood, when we're going through the microscopic structure study, so where you can find a different size of RBC, so that condition was known as the anisocytes. Okay, so the microcytes occurs, the RBC cell size decreases in the conditions of iron deficiency anemia, prolonged forced breathing, increased osmotic pressure in the blood, so where the size of the RBC is decreases. The conditions like megaloblastic anemia, decreased osmotic pressure in the blood, so where the size of RBC is increases, so that condition was known as the macrocytes. Then anocytes, that is the conditions occurs in the pernicious anemia, so where the irregular size and shape of the RBC will be the present in our blood, so that condition was known as the anisocytes. So due to study of size of RBC, then also that was helpful for the diagnosis of the various conditions. So next one is the erythrocyte sedimentation rate. So this is the tube that is known as the Western tube. So this tube was used for to calculate the ESR. So here about 2 ml of blood, so that was put in the this tube, and after 2 hours you note down the lower part settlement of the blood, how much will be the RBC was settled, because the 45% of the blood is the RBC. Okay, it should be having the value more than 40. Okay, if it is less than that, so that can call responsible for to show the various kind of the disorders. Okay, the ESR, it is decreasing the conditions like tuberculosis, that is sorry, it can increases in the case of tuberculosis, all type of anemia except sickle cell anemia, severe the erythrocyte sedimentation rate is increases, then malignant tumor, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatic fever, and liver diseases. So where the ESR will be the increases. It should be normal about 40 to 45. If it is increases, so that it can indicates tuberculosis, all type of anemia except sickle cell anemia, malignant tumor, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatic fever, or liver disease. Then ESR is decreases in the case of allergic conditions, sickle cell anemia, peptone shock, then polycythemia, severe leukocytosis. These are following conditions where the ESR rate is decreases. Okay, so these are the ESR. It is also helpful for the diagnosis of the various conditions. That is ESR nothing but erythrocyte sedimentation, the rate where the blood can put in the keep in the one tube and note down the sedimentation rate, how much blood can settle in the bottom of the that particular tube. So that was known as the ESR. In certain condition it was increases, in certain conditions it was the